Session. I must be with the restream people.
I should be live. I'm just checking iHunt. Yes, I am live on iHunt. Okay, I'm going to add Pete onto the screen. Just give me 1 second. Today we'll be talking about the interactive hunt coming on tomorrow. So just give me a second. I'm just inviting Pete. We're going to do a live broadcast. Should be fun because we got a debrief from last week to see if we can help improve the experience for everybody.
Jump on because I'm going to be doing this through the laptop rather than the phone.
Yeah. I'm sending you the email again just to make sure it's the same link.
Roger.
Yep. So at the same time, I'm watching myself through the Facebook. So live. Let's see.
Who we got? Send us a message, Croc.
Yes. You the email again just to make sure it's the same link.
Roger.
Yep.
I'll just click on that link and go.
Yep.
Yep. I'm back on. Chat sign in.
I love the feedback. Oh, yes. Okay. So,
that's good.
Pete, you are live.
Right, how good is that?
Excellent. Okay. And we'll be going towards our Facebook, YouTube account, and Twitch. We'll be the first hunting channel on Twitch. Whether it's allowed or not, I have no idea, but we'll see. We can always ask for forgiveness later. Yeah. So, Pete, welcome live on your own channel, iHunt Downunder. And what we're hoping to sort of discuss today is, just do a quick debrief of last week's interactive hunt, which I believe, once again, it is the first time ever on social media where we do interactive hunt. And it'd be great to sort of get everyone's feedback. And we have heard a few. There was, how many? Do you remember how many people watched the video?
Crikey, no, I don't. I'm gonna have a look at it. Your camera is really clear.
Yeah. That's what I've been. So you can see all the grain. Woo! Okay, so let's have a look. How many? And what I have here as well is ability to see all the chats. So if any of our fans want to ask any questions, feel free to chat. Type that in and we can see it and we can answer as many questions as we can. Okay, so let's
interactive live hunt. There we are. We had 51,700.
Whoo!
Yeah.
Quite a bit, yeah. And we got quite a few sort of stars as well, which is really, really good. You had to thank all the fans. And I thought like that thanking message you did at the end was really heartfelt, which is really good. Yeah. And, it's all for a good cause. Want to bring out the hunter education out there. Obviously hunters sometimes have a reputation, whether it's good or bad. We want to make sure we improve that and encourage conversation and the within the community as well.
Yeah. So we're going to run through the debrief, yeah?
Yep. So from last week, I was like doing, behind the scenes, sort of flagging the different chats, comments, and which allowed you to see, what you should do. I thought that was really good. And did you struggle to see what we're wanting you to do?
Yeah. Well, once I got the comments up from iHunt from myself, that was a lot easier to tell. So I didn't have to go read through the comments. Good saying good day to people, whatnot. But at the end of the day, it's the stars that are directing and guiding me on what I'm doing. So it's very easy for me to get carried away saying good day to people and having a look at other comments. Having you let me know who the people are that put the stars down, because they're the people that are obviously investing into it. They're actually really determined to get something out of it. It was hard for me to find those people because of all the comments, like 50,000 people was hard to keep up with. Yeah, with you putting those comments there, that was fantastic. That helped me keep me on the ball with the people that are actually interested in the hunt.
And I have to say, like, watching it, and it's like literally on the edge of my seat all the time. I really enjoy your commentary about what's happening, the wind, what to look out for, and I learned a lot as well. So, and I think a lot of the people got a lot out of it as well.
Yeah, a fair few people said there's a lot of pressure. Like, come on, like it's hectic there. And the pressure for me, like I can shoot really well, and I missed a goat at like 3 meters. It's like literally 3 or 4 meters now.
It's a lot further than that.
That's big. That is so big, and I didn't aim small.
Yeah. And once again, first time ever, on interactive hunt. The pressure was on, and now you know how I felt when I was like hunting.
Yeah, you taught me a lot there, so I'm just going in to observe. But the thing is, we're doing we're doing the interactive hunt. I can't go in actually, you know what? I can go in to observe. That is exactly it, because I'm not calling the shots. You guys are. So yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, that's actually a really good realization there. I missed that.
Yeah. And the other one, from an administrative perspective, like there was a few people who wants to, obviously buy the stars and vote for the actions, but they weren't able to. So what we encourage people to do is maybe pre-purchase the star ahead of time. So because technology-wise, like Facebook had their own sort of payment system, like a Facebook Pay, which needs to be hooked up to your credit card. So if you can, right, those people who want to join tomorrow at the interactive hunt, which we'll give a bit more detail later, is to buy the star ahead of time. Make sure your credit card is connected, and that way you can participate in the hunt. Yeah. So that was really good.
And the pressure at your end, like when we're getting close, we don't know what's going to happen. At my end, because I'm not in control of the hunt, you guys are. So the pressure at my end, I don't know what's going to happen. And most of the time I'm shitting myself thinking, oh shit, I hope the wind doesn't change, or, go right, someone's going to throw some stars, get closer. It's like, oh, we're so close. So yeah, guys, there's a lot of pressure out here. It's really good. So,
and I reminded the viewers about that, what the camera sees is only like maybe 20%.
Yeah.
20% of the angle, right, of the 360. So when you're hunting, you literally have to have eyes everywhere and just constantly looking and be aware of, like, especially goats, like when they're in a herd,
all of their eyes. You can't just watch one. And another thing I get it clear as well. So I'll touch the right-hand side of my face. That's my right. That's my left. So I'll make sure I'm clear. What's my right? What's my left on there? Not sure how to change it, so it stops doing that. But what I'll do is when I say, the goats are out to my right, I'll say, okay, this is my right-hand side. This is my left-hand side.
Yeah, that would be really good as well, because especially when the cameras are flipping, sometimes you have a front-facing. So when you're showing the front part of the camera, just coordinate with the viewers to know which one is your right. You don't have to say this is my right. You don't have to go right and left, because we assume right is that one, the other one is left, right? And when you flip the camera around using the front camera, once again, just confirm it, so that way the viewers can understand which one is better.
Yeah. So when the camera's turned around, the left and right are the same. They're fine.
I think I don't know. Like, we have to just test it tomorrow. Yeah, just to make sure we recalibrate. Yeah. Okay. Other feedback we had was what else?
One big one was delay on when the information was coming through. So like you were saying about getting in early with stars helped heaps. Yep. So if someone's clear, if people are clear on what they want to do, let's just say they're a vegan, because they don't want to leave anyone out. So they say, okay, we're hunting whatever goat. The vegan wants to jump in and save that goat. That's cool, but get in early, because otherwise it'll be chops, and that's all viewers and steak or backstrap. So
yes, that's good. So and I think the stars also help us, when there's all these like comments and stuff like that. Facebook actually highlights the star really vividly. So it helps me as well to say, okay, this is the one that we need to pin, and that way Pete can see it. The thing I don't know is, when you ask the question, what do I do? Right, go left or right? By the time it gets to ask the viewers and for us to then vote, and then me to pin that comment so that you can see it, do you know how long that loop is?
Can be 15 to 20 seconds.
Okay.
Can be longer. So if I'm going with a trad bow, because I'm getting in so close, it's very hard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing, say, a 70-pound or 90-pound, and say, just for an example, someone wants me to shoot 100 meters with a 90-pound. Well, I can, at 100 meters, I can talk.
Yep.
So I can take it pretty easy. But when I'm going into 3 to 5 meters, I've pretty much got to be set at about 30 meters, and then that's it.
Yep.
I leave my directions from 30 meters, and then even if someone's talking in my ear saying, hey, just left, right, hold it there. Yeah.
Yeah, and I really enjoyed the stalking part because, and I know I was thinking, how is Pete going to shoot with a camera?
Yeah.
And it was good that you tripoded the camera, and then you walked in front of the camera, and then you've obviously done this a lot, knowing where cameras is and taking that shot. That was fucking.
Another thing as well, you're talking about the stars.
Mm-hmm.
You're right, the stars is massive because without the stars, we don't know who's serious. Like, who is it that's interested in the hunter education or actually interested and put the value on what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, when you're having the people that drop the stars, having them highlighted saves a lot of beating around the bush. I mean, you're talking to the people that are 100% interested in what you're doing. So it saves digging through all the people that not too worried.
Yep.
So
cool.
that makes it a lot better for finding.
Yep. And as you said, to do all this stuff, there is actually a lot of resource required. Whether it's getting the better camera, better sound system, the tripod that broke last week, needing to get it done properly, finding a more rugged tripod. All these things cost resource, and then we want to do our best to obviously bring out for everyone's enjoyment, especially people like myself locked in Victoria. I think they're going to do more lockdown next week, so we can go out and hunt, and to participate, to see a pro hunter like yourself, doing what we want to do is really a good opportunity. Yeah.
So how much of a lockdowns is Victoria in now?
We're still on stage 3, but there's a talk because I think it reached 700 yesterday and 600 something today. And originally just the metropolitan Greater Melbourne plus one of the shires, but now I think next week from Sunday is going to be the entire Victoria.
Oh,
yeah, so that sucks.
What, hunting, no fishing?
No.
Whoa.
Yeah, so that's unfortunate. And I got a feeling, fingers crossed, but I got a feeling New South Wales is gonna go into lockdown in the near future as well. That's just my prediction. Yeah. So. Enjoy the interactive hunt while we can. Yeah.
Although Western Australia, they won't lock down WA.
Okay, so another feedback and another sort of debrief that I think will be really good is because when you're hunting there, us just watching you on screen, you say, "Oh, what should I do now?" And sometimes just because there's so many options, it's really, really difficult for us to vote, get a consensus. So maybe for tomorrow's hunt, what you can do as the hunter is talk us through maybe 2 to 3 options to say, do I go left, do I go right, or do I go straight forward? Right? Give us 3 options.
How about if I start, and maybe just in case, but tomorrow morning we'll go through and see how a mud map works. Maybe a mud map at the start as well. So, hey guys, this is where we're at. This is an outlay of where we are. This is where we can see our quarry, what we're chasing. This is the road. So we're looking down this road. Here's the fence. This is where I am. There's a bush, there's a clearing, and I'll just roughly draw out. This is where the goats are. If I can get some little plastic figurine goats, that would be fantastic.
Yeah. Even if it's like the good old fashioned, point the camera on the ground and you can draw a picture on the floor. Yeah, look, it depends on the terrain, right? But give us some sort of 2 or 3 options, right? And this does not stop people from voting, their own choice. Right? For example, you instead of left, right, or forward, people can still vote. You should flank. You should go all the way around, or something like that. So, but for the people who need a bit more direction, it allows us to be able to vote certain actions, and I think that'll be really good. Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. Due to that last Saturday, we just secured another property that's absolutely brilliant. So I'll be heading out there maybe on the next live. We'll go to one of their blocks tomorrow, and from that interactive hunt last week, they've put us onto this new block. So
cool.
Should be good.
Cool. And as you said before, maybe at the end of the hunt, right, whether it's successful or not, we should do a proper debrief, right? And just like what you said, drawing terrains, so then we knew sort of recap on what happened. And as a professional hunter, what is your opinion on what you should have done for greater success or whatever? So I think that'll be really good for us to learn as well about the strategies and things like that. For example, when you said, when I went further forward, there was 2 goats there and 1 goat there, but because I got voted to go forward, the other 2 spotted me, and that's why that blew that opportunity. It'd be good to visualize it, and I will work on something that allows us for you to draw pictures on the screen.
Oh yeah,
let me think about how to do that. That'll be really cool, so you can actually draw stuff. Yeah. Cool. Is there any other sort of debrief things that you want to talk about?
Yeah, I want to know what weapon I'll be using as soon as possible, just to do my checks and double checks on it. So tomorrow morning I'm going to be flat out just trying to find the guys, and anyone that goes hunting, I know, well, I suppose the guys that hunt more than often, or no matter how much you hunt, finding the animal is generally the hardest bit. And last time was a hell of a risk. I'd find them by 8 o'clock. I think I've said 8:30 tomorrow. I've got to find them before 8:30 and be in a position to start talking to you guys and line it up. So it's quite hectic last week with that. So I've given myself another half an hour, which is still, as anyone knows, if you hunt, hardest thing is finding them. So there's a fair bit of pressure around that. If we can get the guys to vote with the stars today, and get us a choice on what it was, 90-pound compound bow, 70-pound compound bow, traditional floorboard bow, recurve 60-pound Black Widow, which I done last week as well, but or the spear. So if they can pick that sooner, just to understand with the spear as well, because I've got to be really super close, and there's a good chance I'm going to be a different camera because I'm going to be running. So there's a spear where I can sneak up and wait, and they can come past me, which will take quite a long time, or I can sneak up and then start running, which is going to be pretty rough footage. And can understand it's live, so when it's rough and a lot of movement, the reception is not the best, so you won't get a good clear picture. But I'll chase around and see if I can get one of the guys to come out, get someone to come and film me tomorrow. That'll help a fair bit.
Yep, that'll be really good. Okay, so without further ado, maybe this is where we can open up the voting for the fans watching now. On what we should vote for, what Pete should vote hunt for tomorrow. Can you say out the different variety of weapons?
Yeah, so we've got the 90-pound Hoyt 90-pound compound bow.
And maybe describe what the experience they can expect when you use this kind of weapon as well.
Yeah, cool. So 90-pound bow, I think there's only 3 of us in Australia that shoot a 90-pound bow. I'm pretty confident there's only 3 of us. So I'm one of them. The other fellow that's got one up in Darwin, he doesn't hunt with his. He's sponsored, so that's just hanging on the wall. And from what I've been told, my understanding, there's 1 more here in Australia, but we don't know who's got it and if they hunt with it. So there's only 1 90-pound that we know of that's been hunted with, and I've got that now. That's that we know of. I'm sure there's 100-pound longbows, that sort of thing, but with the compound 90-pound, it's the only one that we know of, that I know of, from what I've been told, and I've got pretty good sources. So with the 90-pound is insanely powerful. It's 1 goat doesn't stop. So just say, for instance, we hunt goats or pigs or deer. It'd probably take about the 4th goat to stop an arrow from the 90-pound. So the 9.
I was there when you shot through 2 goats. Yeah.
I wanted my arrow back, so I was like, at least that'll slow the arrow down, make it easier to find. But yeah, dropped them both. So yeah, you can get you get a couple of goats with it. But yeah, I shoot that out to 80 to 100 meters as well. But yeah, very, very fast, insanely fast. I'll put heavier arrows in to slow it down. Very fast, very quiet, and insanely powerful. So I generally want to have a decent backstop to make sure I get my arrows back. So there's a lot of not only sneaking up and finding things, but I got to make sure I've got a decent back wall as well, because I want my arrows back. So I get in situations that easy shot, but I won't take it. I also do say 20, 30 meter headshots with it, just because the power of it just knocks them over flat out. And generally get a full passer on a headshot with them too.
Yep.
That's the 90 pound. 70 pound I hunt with the most. Yesterday we went out with the 70 pound. We shot 58 rabbits. Yeah, and that's with the chef came with us. He's done, I think he's got 10, 11 weeks now with a bow, and he shot the majority of the rabbits. So we've got 58 in his fridge. So that gives you an idea. If you have 58 in the fridge with a bow, how many made it down the rabbit holes? So we wanted to get 100, but anyway, got 58 in his fridge. So
cool.
So the 70 pound, a lot of people shoot 70 pounds. Fair few people now shooting 80 pounds, but the 70 pound bow is fantastic. Very accurate out to 100, 110 meters. I'm not getting too bad at 165. So that's about, I'll either do 165, 110, 100, and then down from 110. So yeah, very accurate. It's like a 22 rifle, but a hell of a lot more punch. Nice and fast, 120 feet per second. Arrows are 370. I'm running 382 grain arrows at the moment. Hardest thing I find is getting 100 grain broadheads. So yeah, so I got a few there, so I can take that out as well. So that's the 70 pound, and we've got the spear. We'll just go to the spear. Very different. Crikey, I remember the name. I think it's a Sambusa spear from Cold Steel. With that, I want to be roughly 5 meters or less, or I want to be running. With that as well, I've actually softened it up a bit, makes it a bit easier to sharpen. Doesn't hold the edges long, but yeah, if we're going spear hunting, fitness is number one. You got to be insanely fit to run with a spear. So if we're running with a spear tomorrow, you're going to see. Yeah, I'll probably be throwing up. It's hard work, but just got to be careful with the spear. We need to have really good reception because of the shaking and movement of the camera. What will happen is the live doesn't like it, and it's too much data too fast, and it just goes blurry. So that's why I try and not to move too much, try and keep it on the stand. That way you guys have clear footage. So that's a spear. Spear's good. What else we got? We got the trad stuff. Man, I love the trad stuff. I went out last week, Wally. I'm spewing everything my trad stuff out with you.
I knew after you missed the goat and then you did a debrief. I can tell you're not quite there. You're like mentally like, fuck, I'm gonna redeem myself, right? And then surprisingly enough, like you after the camera went off, you went and got a few. Yeah.
I went and found the biggest billy goat. I thought, how am I going to get him? And I just went in super fast. Didn't have to worry about the camera. I just went straight in, got the wind right, and then I kicked the stick. He ran. As he ran, boom, showed him running about 30 meters. And there was a little one another billy goat that spooked, and then I watched him go off and left him when he cleaned him, the big fella up, and snuck around. The big billy coming back around to have a look at his mate, and got him too. So I got left-handed on the big one and then right-handed on the second one.
Oh, wow.
And I'll do left and right. I was like, no, I'm doing them both. So being myself, I was spewing. Yeah. So
what choice of trad ball do you have?
Okay, I have a Black Widow, 66-pound Black Widow. And that thing is beautiful. So, yeah, 66-pound Black Widow. Traditional bow. And, yeah, all the arrows to it, why not? But, yeah.
Cool.
And I shoot instinctive. Yep. Trad, how far am I shooting? I don't generally shoot past 20 meters unless, I don't know, if you're a trad shooter, you know, sometimes you can feel it and like, yep, I'm happy with that shot and you'll take it. But you've got to have that feeling to take that shot. And a lot of the time, if you practice helps as well. But if you haven't practiced, you'll see you'll just come, especially live. Live's awesome. It brings everything, all your realities together and go, yep, no, I don't want to take that shot.
Yep.
So, yep.
Cool. Yeah, so the floorboard, we'll give it a rest just for variety.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah, so that's quite a few sort of choice already. A 90-pound compound, 70-pound compound, the spear, and the 66-pound trad bow, Black Widow. So yeah, if people watching it now can do the vote now. Obviously, the more star we get, the more we will use that weapon for tomorrow. And obviously, you don't have to vote right now. Like between now and what's the cutoff date?
Well, I need a bit of time I don't want to be carrying all of them out there with me like I did last week. But yeah, I want to find out as soon as possible. And not only it's all the stars, whoever puts most stars in gets it loaded last week. I think if we just say they're the options and whatever the most stars go to, because we put it on iHunt HQ and all the stars went to the 70-pound, or all the comments and whatnot said use a 70-pound. That's what was voted.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't run one of those profiles on iHunt Downunder, only on iHunt HQ, the group.
Mm-hmm. But
it'd be good to find out where most of the interest is in with stars and then go with that.
Yep.
So yeah, it's wherever the most of the stars go. So if most stars go 90-pound, 100-meter shot, awesome. That's Christmas for me.
Yeah, I think it was Ben, right? We just went straight for the
Ben's like floorboard. Yeah. I went and done a video and sent to him. I said, "You bastard!" And I said, "At least you can man up and say left-handed." So I shot the right-handed. So that's right-handed, and I shot left-handed. So, but because he meant back, it's okay, 30 meters left-handed. Yep. I just done a video and sent, because I baited him, send it back. Left-handed, right-handed, 30 meters, and then I missed the goat at 3.
Very much pressure. Okay. Can you actually access the chats on the site?
No, I can't.
Through, let's say, your phone?
It just says loading.
Okay.
Saying loading the whole time.
Well, you just want to use your phone, right? Obviously, turn off the volume, right? So then that we can read the comments and then maybe respond.
Right. Are we talking to Twitch as well, or?
Facebook. Oh, by the way, for the people watching this on YouTube or on Facebook from shares or on just the Facebook page, the event is created as a Facebook event, and it will be tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Perth time. So yeah, like that's where you can register your interest and obviously do the star voting as well on the Facebook. That's the official sort of channel. Because we're still building our YouTube channel and Twitch at the moment. So it's not that we neglect you, it's just that we don't have enough followers there yet, that we will use the Facebook as the official channel for all the voting. And yeah, so be registered for the interest so that when the time comes, you'll get notified, right? I think last we went a bit earlier as well because we're just doing some warm-ups. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, guys. So it's practice. As obviously we're new to it, but we're just trying to give you guys as much value as we can with hunter education. Can't see too many people that do hunting that actually get the people involved. Understanding that not everyone has the opportunity to be able to go hunt 24/7, travel around the world, and do what they love doing. So we want to bring it to you guys and get you guys as much into it as possible. Have you guys take part as much as possible. So yeah, so the more you guys put in and help us, the more we can give back. But yeah, with the voting on the stuff, guys, it'll only be going on stars. So I don't know if I can see stars, but yeah, it's only going on stars. So if someone says, hey, I want you to shoot a 90-pound, that's cool. We're going to go, it's by the most stars for, say, the 90-pound, then I'll be taking the 90-pound out. And I need to know soon as. It really should have probably put this up Wednesday and done a cut-off by today, so it gives me a bit of chance to play. But as long as I get tomorrow,
something, so you got 3 hours to vote, maybe. But next week we can do even earlier.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. No worries. I'm thinking next week we'll do a different. So we're going to be sitting at maybe I'm thinking rabbit holes, and it'll be rabbits popping up, and it'll be just insane, man.
Pretty cool. Yeah. And this Saturday, what are you going to hunt?
This Saturday I'm going to go goats.
Yep.
I had a phone call. We picked up a property from the last interactive live hunt we done. The guys loved it. They really appreciated how we did it. We didn't talk locations, but it was all about hunter education and teaching people how to talk to property owners and how to handle properties. And the guy was really appreciative of how we talk about properties and landowners and the respect we got for them.
Yeah.
So they loved it. So what they gave us out of that is a property that we can go on, and we do. So I'm absolutely stoked, to be honest. It's about the best gift you can get.
Cool.
So,
actually, while we're on the topic before about the whole voting and donating and subscribing to support iHunt Downunder, I actually created iHunt Downunder. It's equivalent to Patreon. I don't know if anyone have heard of that before. Patreon is this ability for people to get donations or subscriptions from fans so that they can keep supporting the course. So I created one for iHunt Downunder, but it's not under Patreon because the fee was a bit too high. So I created under a program called buymeacoffee.com. Right?
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, and I'll post the link in this as well. This is where you can actually, so the way it works is that you can instead of buy a coffee, the software actually allows us to change the theme. So we wrote buy iHunt Downunder an arrow, right? So every arrow costs $5, right? And this allows us to once again reinvest back into the foundation and then continue with the hunter education and conservation. In there, we also put in things like the having the hunter education sort of one-on-one courses. There's the bow tuning course. There's the group education hunts on rabbits and small games. There's the proper sort of 7-day experience and all this kind of stuff. You guys can check it out. And over time, we will continue adding more things there. And I'm currently working on the official website for iHunt Downunder as well. So that becomes the center, and that's when all the Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, all the donations and things like that will go towards. I'm still working on that at the moment. So back to that star, right? If you are unable to, and that's what one of the guy was unable to donate star because of the payment issues. I just asked him to just type it out, 500 stars for whatever action. But now that we have proper sort of buymeacoffee.com, that's when you can actually do the donation outside of the stars system as well. All right, and yeah, potentially one arrow, which is $5, could equate to 500 stars. All right, so that way we can still tally them all together. Yeah.
Another thing is, I've just lost what I was thinking then. That's another thing. What I would like to get, and I've done it a bit lately, or I've done it a bit in the past. I've trained people that haven't done a lot of hunting and whatnot. What I really would love to be doing in the future is this gets better and better, find new ideas and going forward. But one of them would be really absolutely awesome, I think, is doing like this live interactive hunt and having the live feed going out as we guide someone then that hasn't hunted or new to it, and going through like the stuff you taught us, Wally, like just going in to observe. So just going through them, and so they don't go through all the pressure or whatnot on, going to miss that sort of thing, but walking them through, look, just going to observe. Let's just, can we get to 20 meters? Can we get to 10 meters? Which one would you like to take? Do you want to take one? Where do you want? Where are you at? Mm-hmm. And be able to talk them through and walk them through it. I think that would be incredible.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Yeah, but to do that, obviously the funding's required. Just don't have the money.
Unitary, like those, walkie-talkie system, right?
We got them. Yeah. I can borrow the ones from the SAS.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
That's what I'd really like, because that way we can do it. It's just a matter of getting the funds up, unless the guys that were coming in to do it and do it live, because we want to broadcast it all on iHunt. Mm-hmm. Unless there's guys that want to do the hunts and are happy to have their hunt broadcasted live on iHunt, that'd be part of the obviously experience. The hunter education, but obviously there's a cost involved. So yeah, but that's something else that we could do, which would be great, getting new people in, and even walking kids in as well, like younger teenagers into hunting, and walk them in and going through it the right way, rather than you see a lot of stuff gung-ho, and it'd be good to talk them in the right way. Why are you hunting, and go through the process from the start.
Yep.
We're not here to waste it, and it's a choice. Go in to observe, and then you choose: are you going to take that animal? Do you need it? Do you want it? That's cool. Let it walk past. I think we're brought up. Don't let it walk past. Get him and all of his mates. Get as many as possible. But yeah, it's, I suppose, each to their own. But that's what we'd really like to get happening.
Cool. And can you see the comment now on your phone? Maybe you can go.
Yeah. Yep.
If you've got any questions, this is the time to ask.
Yes, sweet. Keith Davies, if I click a star, it closes my Facebook instantly, but I'm technologically retarded. There's two of us.
So that's why I created that other channel for iHunt Downunder, the Buy Me a Coffee. So just a link. This is where you can, do the donation.
There you go, Keith. If you look at the one above, you got buymethecoffee.com/iHunt Downunder. That there will be the same. So we'll keep an eye on that as well. So that might be easier. That's actually probably better going through there, but either way. Charles McShane, how you doing, mate? Peter Welch, yeah, guys. So what we're going to do is get through. If you've got any questions, that'd be cool if you throw them out. Scott Archer, how you doing? Yeah, the split video is wicked, man. It's insane. Few votes here. I can't see stars. Can you see stars at your end, Wally?
Yeah, like on my phone, I can see the start. Right, we should do some quick education as well. So in that section, right, you can see, you got all the comments. The part where you put in the comment, next to it is the star, and when you tap on that, that's when you will actually, get you to pre-purchase a number of stars, so then you can print them. I'm one of those people, right? For some reason. So that's the cost. For some reason, when I try to buy the star, it doesn't allow me either, right? So there was some credit card connection issue. So
let's see if I can buy stars.
So even though the subscription went through, but there's a pop-up. Oh, successful this time. Cool. So I'll make sure I can participate tomorrow as well.
I can't buy stars.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, so all I did was tap on the star, purchase X amount, and hit the send. Yeah, if you don't have star and you hit this trying to send the star, it would just say you need to purchase first. Otherwise, for example, right now I've already purchased. I got 250 stars here, and I can say write a comment. So I can, for me, I would say my personal vote. So this is me as Wally. I'd say 50 stars or 100 stars to 90-pound compound. 90-pound compound. Right? And then just hit send. And then from the comment, you should see,
cool. Yep.
Yeah, so you can see. Somehow I sent the star as iHunt instead of myself. I don't know. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Any other comments that you can read on your screen?
All right. iHunt wants us to use 90-pound compound. Yes, you good bastards.
That's me.
Hello. Kirby Dixon replied to Keith. Thanks, Kirby. Here we go. Kirby, awesome. Keith Davies, that link isn't actually on my screen. Okay, Kirby's just shared it through to you, Keith. Let me know if you got that, brother. Good Archer, cool split. 90-pound. What's this? Oh, yeah, look at that. How the hell is that?
Pretty cool. I didn't realize you can actually do stuff. Yeah.
Over there. Oh, that way. That's
Yeah.
me. Yeah, over here. How good is that? Mate, I like this thing here.
Yeah. I put the logo. I put the logo up in the corner. So yeah, that's the official iHunt logo.
Nice. So Spear. So yeah. Anyway, guys, the votes will be gone by the stars. Chris Kennedy says in Victoria, haven't locked down hunting fishing yet. Only compulsory to wear a mask.
I think Sunday 11:59 p.m. is the start of the lockdown for the country of Victoria.
Oh, that's scary, isn't it?
2 more days.
How long?
2 more days. Sunday night.
Oh yeah. How long's the lockdown?
How long is a piece of string?
What? Okay, cool. Matt Maloney. So if someone spends 1K stars to save it, but I spend 2K after to chop it, who wins?
2K wins.
2K win every time. Nice. Yeah. So yeah, but that's part of it, Matt. Like if people are interested and want to get involved, if someone wants to say save something, that's cool. They can save it, They've just got to find the value. Like I see you get a lot of arguments from people like vegans and whatnot. They want to argue about the value of something. Yeah, you'll see people prove how much they value things really when it comes to the crunch. So yeah, honesty and ownership's pretty big. Where are we? Down the bottom, Nugster. On you, Fritz. There you go. I don't know, Fritz. Keith Davies. Okay, I can see it from Kirby. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, guys, so I'll put this up. I'll have to did you put a heading on this, Wally?
For this one, I think so. I put iHunt Downunder into active hunt 010820.
Okay.
So that's the title of the video.
Roger.
After we finish, it will obviously get saved. So between now and what's the cutoff date for the weapon of choice?
I would like in about 20 minutes so I can go and practice. Let's do, say, 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. I'll carry that gear with me out tomorrow anyway. 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, that gives me, half an hour to dial myself in. And worst case, I can dial.
I can just put it on tonight. Like just say, 6 p.m. whatever, 9 p.m. your time, and yeah.
Yeah, well, I can't really practice after about 7 anyway, 5:30, 6 anyway. So
Okay.
I'll just do it tomorrow morning. I can do pretty well in half an hour.
Okay, cool. You're cool.
So, 7:30 tomorrow morning. It's got to be called. Actually, we done 7 a.m. last time, didn't we?
Yeah, we did 7 a.m. last time.
Let's do 7 a.m. That gives me a bit of time. Yep. So 7 a.m. because I'm up at 4:30. I've got to be to get out to this place.
Yep.
So call be made by 7 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Cool. Sounds good.
Yep.
Excellent. Thank you very much. We'll probably wrap up and let people continue to vote between now and then, and then look forward to tomorrow's hunt.
No worries. And yeah, guys, share this out to if you know any hunting groups that want to get involved, share it out to them. Anyone that wants to get involved, share it to them. And this is for hunter education, and it's to better the industry of hunting for everyone. So yeah, get involved and share it out. That'd be awesome.
Thanks, guys. Remember to dig deep and share the love.
Yeah, nice. Cheers, guys.